Hey fellow farmers, this is Bunto, and today I'm going to be doing a monster spotlight on Anavel. I've recently got her. I just got her last week, so pardon the ugly stats, and also her runes are also very ugly because it's on like really leftover runes. Okay, so yeah, you're watching this video, you may notice that there is a a little countdown timer thing down there at the bottom. I want you to comment below and guess what that's for. I mean, if you're no, just guess. If you know what this is, you'll know what this is. Okay. So, anyways, so these are her stats, but let's look at that later. Let's look at her skills first. So her first skill is Help Me Teddy. Summons a teddy bear to attack the enemy. This attack has a 20% chance to forcibly put the enemy to sleep for one turn, acquires another turn if the enemy falls asleep. Now fully skilled, it'll do additional 30% damage, and the 20% chance to sleep would increase to 25%. Now the reason why this skill is really good is because if she puts the enemy to sleep, so she'll have additional turns. So this works kind of like violent runes. So if you have her on violent plus this just gives her a higher chance of getting additional turn. So she has more chances to attack or heal or do whatever she needs to do, which is really good. Of course, it's not as good as violent because it does go through the accuracy resistance check. So there's the downside, but hey, an extra turn is always good. Okay. So let's move on. Her next skill is Girl's Prayer. It removes the harmful effects on all allies and recovers their HP. Recovery amount is proportionate to your attack power. Once fully skilled, she'll heal for additional 30% and cooldown becomes 3 turns instead of 4 turns. So this skill is really good. So because of the it's proportionate to her attack power, you're gonna want to build her with a lot of attack power. So currently with 2,000 attacks, so she'll heal for about 6,000 HP, and with attack buff, she'll heal 9,000 with that, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so with this skill, it makes her really she's really versatile because she's gonna be a damage dealer and also she heals and cleanse at the same time. So she's really good for raids if you don't have like a cleanser or anything like that. And she can also replace a healer too, and this heal is a smart heal. It's not like those dumb heals like Colleen or Konamiya. When they buff, when there's a buff with a heal, they'll just use it as like a buff. So they'll always buff it whenever they have it off cooldown. So this one is different. She'll only heal when you have a lot of debuffs on you or when you're low to a certain percentage. So her AI is really smart for this, so it's pretty good. Okay, so her third skill is Water Guardian Angel. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each attack has a 30% chance to decrease the target's defense for 3 turns. This attack will deal more damage according to your max HP. So fully skilled, it'll do additional 20% damage, and the 30% chance will become 40%, and cooldown becomes 4 turns. So this is really good for PvP. So like I said, she's really good all around because she heals and cleanse, and also she does AoE defense break, which is pretty good. And again, this does scale off of her max HP, so it's not going to do too much damage. Well, it does decent amount of damage, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. And yeah, and generally for her, you want to prioritize attack and then HP or speed. So she's not going to be actually, I see some people building her with a lot of HP. Like she's really versatile, so you can really pretty much build her however you want. So depending on what you need her for. Okay. So her third skill is really good. Increases the critical rate of ally monsters with water attribute by 38%. Now that's the highest crit rate you can give any one monster. Of course, it's only for water, but it works really well for if you have like a water team, or if if you want to use her as a farmer. She's a really good farmer as well. And yeah, so with this skill, usually you're gonna be farming Phaemon, right? So with this skill and the elemental advantage, you get an additional 15% crit rate. So you only need 47% crit rate here to have 100% when you're using her as a farmer. and I have 48. So it's already there. So it's pretty good. Um, Okay, so let's talk about her stats. So again, she's on like really leftover runes. So her stats are pretty ugly. She has 19,000 HP, about 2,000 attack, 1k defense, and 202 speed. Crit rate is 48, crit damage is 66, and resistance is 100. Now she's only at 100% resistance, is because I use her in raids, so I don't want her to constantly get stunned. And also, she's on double endure runes. Again, she's on leftover runes. Okay, so these are her runes here. So she's on endure, broken set. Just because, again, for the substats and their leftover runes. I'm gonna change her to violent. Violent, probably blade if I can, or it'll probably just be broken. Just because of I can get substats like that. So generally, you want to build her violent anything, and then it's depending up to you if you want to build her like for damage or for tanking. Like I have her as speed, attack, attack. Some people build her HP attack or all attack. It really depends on where she fits for you. And for me, the reason why she's this fast and has this much HP and this attack is because, again, for raids, right? So if you want to build her for like Guild War or something like that, like even with these stats, it's still pretty good for Guild Wars, I would say. Just depending on what you want more, right? More HP or more attack or more speed. And in my case, I want attack and speed, and HP was kind of like a afterthought. Like as long as I can get close to 20,000, that was good. Okay, so here's her runes. Pause whenever you feel like it. So you can see I'm prioritizing attack and speed, and then HP is like kind of afterthought. Okay. All right. Yep. So those are her runes. So I'm gonna test her out in Guild War. Now normally let's see here. I don't really use her in Guild War, but I'll use her here because raid would take too long. Let's see what's green. Okay, what's a good team to attack? Nope. Okay, so she's very it's hard to bring her into Guild War. You have to fight the right team, of course, right? Like if there's win, it's really hard to use her. So let me just find a good team where there's no win. Okay, so this team will do. Okay. So for this team, let's see. I do want to show off how much damage she can do. So I'll bring in Galleon. Where's Anavel? Come on. Okay, Anavel. Oh, and Water Hellhound. So it'll be an all water team. This is gonna be pretty fun. And this team, I'll bring. Oh, there's Galleon too. Okay, forget that. Galleon will go here. Okay, this will be speed team there, and this team. Should I bring a healer? I don't think I need a healer. But I'll bring a healer just in case. I'll put in Chassin. Oh, come on. Alright. So, yeah, she's really good if you're facing, like, fire teams, but if you're facing, like, anyone with wind, she's not going to do too well. Especially, her first skill doesn't do too much damage. But, let's see here. Yeah. Like, it doesn't do too much damage, but, it's still pretty good. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright, so... damn it. I forgot my Chassin isn't that fast. Alright, so let's use this. See, put to sleep, but she didn't get an extra turn. Now she only gets a turn if she puts them to sleep on her own turn. So if you put her like revenge or something like that, it wouldn't be too good. Okay, so first I'm just gonna try to get rid of this Veramos just because he's extremely annoying. He removes all debuffs, right, every turn. So let's get rid of that. But I have no defense break, so it's gonna be pretty shitty. Just die already, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I'm down there, Vermos. Okay, get some speed. Oh, actually, no, I should attack with the first skill so he can heal. Okay, no, it's okay. He violent proc. Okay, calm down there, Vert. Okay. Heal's not up. It's okay. Okay. Amuse. And Vert should be dead. Okay. So yeah, for her to shine, she really needs a defense breaker on the team, because again, her damage isn't too great, but you're using her as a healer and a cleanser. So having extra damage, just it's actually really good for raids. She heals and she does damage. Like you have a healer that does damage, right? That's really good. Okay, so this team, just pray I stun Theomars. Okay, that's fine. It didn't stun, but just pray he doesn't violent proc and kill one of my guys. Okay, get rid of him. Get rid of Endure there. Oh, okay, good. No crazy violent procs from Theomars this time, killing one of my guys. Okay, so yeah, that was Anavel in Guild Wars. Now, when using her, it's like you have to fight teams that are with fire, because like with anything else, it's actually really, you shouldn't be using her. She's really versatile. So like if you're facing a team that has like wind or something like that, right? It's just better to bring a Theomars. Like the question always comes down, if you want to bring a water damage dealer, you'll do the Theomars check. Like, should I use Theomars instead, right? So in most cases, Theomars will be better. But yeah, in that case, if I had a Theomars there, that game would have been a lot faster, right? So yeah, just because he does more damage and everything like that, right? So yeah, but again, Anavel's really versatile. So she's really good in raids. You can use her in dragons too, of course. But of course, there's better monsters. But the thing that's really good about her is that she's really versatile. So if you lose a Theomars, you could bring in Anavel when you're fighting in Guild Wars. And a lot of times that's what I find myself doing, because my Theomars doesn't have a lot of HP, so he's really squishy, so he dies, and then my backup is Anavel, right? So yeah, that's it for the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and until next time, happy farming.